such tight racing, such close racing over such a long distance. Next race we have is the final of the women's K1 1,000 metres. This is a non-Olympic event, but still, nonetheless, very, very competitive, very closely fought. And two athletes from Australia, two from China in this start line. Out in lane 1, that's Nicole Gapska of Poland, just 18 years old. Alongside her in lane 2, Yang Jia Li of China. Finished 5th at the World Cup in Duisburg last year. Alongside her, also from China, Wang Nan, another 18-year-old in this race. A lot of young faces, a lot of less experienced athletes. And then in lane 4, we have Ali Bull of Australia, under 23 world champion back in 2017 when she also won silver in the K1 500 metres. And she'll be joined in this race by her teammates, also of Australia, Elise Burnett. Fastest qualifier time of 3:56.334. The 2017 world champion, Elise Burnett. So Australia have got a lot of quality over 1,000 metres in this women's event. In lane 6, that's Slovakian Mariana Petrushova, 19 years old as well. So lots of young, up-and-coming talent. From the Czech Republic, in lane 7, that's Anna Koziskova. She's 33, so 15 years older than some of her opponents in this race. Out in lane 8, that's Serbia's Kristina Bedek. European champion back in 2016, world silver medalist in 2015. And in lane 9, that's Slovakia's Jessica Zatlkajova, 18 years old as well. 5th at the Junior World Championships last year, 6th at the Junior Europeans. And I just line up into the start buckets. Wind really starting to pick up across the course now. You can see little waves. We are getting some fast times here in Poznan. These girls looking for personal best. Really, really strong start there from Elise Burnett of Australia. She gets her stroke rate up really quickly. She's going really closely now alongside her teammate, Alyssa Bull.
I would expect Elise to go out fast. I think that's what she tends to normally do, and then she does a good job of holding on. And then Ali Bull, I think, tends to start a bit slower and then comes through at the end. So I'll be looking to see that.
Yeah, really interesting to see the dynamic of this race. And Jess, although this is a non-Olympic event, you can see from especially sort of the ages of the paddlers in this race. We've got Nicole Gapska of Poland, 18 years old, Wang Nan of China, also 18, Jessica Zatlkajova of Slovakia, another 18-year-old, up against some of the more experienced faces like Anna Koziskova of the Czech Republic. But as a non-Olympic event, this is a really good opportunity, isn't it, for young paddlers to blood themselves on the international stage?
Yes, it means that they can get on the start line and race the more experienced athletes, and because maybe in their own country they're not quite yet the fastest K1, so this event allows them that experience. And for people like Elise and Ali Bull, they know they're good at this event, so they may as well get on the start line and do it, and it's an extra event for them.
Well, as it stands at the moment, it looks like in Australia first and second, whether or not they can hold on to these positions. But Elise Burnett has a boat length lead ahead of Alyssa Bull. And actually these two are usually... Alyssa Bull is now starting to push up and close that gap on Elise Burnett. They come towards the 500-metre mark. Now, these two paddlers normally in K2 together. Now they're next to each other in the two lanes, in the two centre lanes, going head-to-head.
They're both incredible athletes. I had the privilege of training with them in Australia earlier in the year, and it was tough to keep up with them on the longer stuff.
But Burnett there looks so relaxed. She looks like she's just going out for a Sunday cruise, but it's going to be so tight now with these two Australian paddlers. They've got just 400 metres left to go. They finished 8th in the K2 in Rio 2016, bronze together at the Under-23 World Championships in 2015 in the K2 500. But Alyssa Ball now has started to push her way into the lead, just as Jess Walker predicted, that she's got a really fast, powerful finish. Who else in the field can get to these two strong Australian paddlers? Is anyone else going to contend for the medals? They've got 250 metres left to go. Burnett with the long, steady stroke. Bull with slightly higher stroke rate, but they're still going nose to nose. It's Bull who goes through the 200 metre mark first, but there's clear water between those two Australian athletes and the rest of the field. It's Wang Nan of China, who's currently in third, the 18-year-old. Fantastic race from the youngster there. And still going nose to nose. Alyssa Bull has just lifted the power and lifted the stroke rate, but Burnett is still with her. They're both still so close. They're into the red buoy area now. 100 metres left to go. Bull is just pulling away, but Burnett is sticking on her tail now. 50 metres to go. Has Burnett got anything left in the tank? She's starting to close. This is going to be a very, very close race. Who will take the gold medal? It will be Alyssa Bull from Australia with the gold, Elise Burnett, her compatriots, with the silver, and it is Wang Nan of China who takes the bronze. And what an exciting race between those two Australian paddlers, Jess.
Yeah, it's exciting. It just shows that they must have competitive training between each other, which is obviously helping them become even faster. And that's what I probably predicted, that Ali would race like that and Elise would go out hard, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you who would win that. So it's really, really good for Ali to have won that.
Of course, they'll be used to paddling against each other because they must do it all the time in training, but also in domestic racing.
Yeah, it just shows that I'm sure they're very happy for each other as well.
Do you think, from your perspective, would it add a little bit of an extra spice to your race if you were lining up in an international like this alongside one of your teammates? Well,
I know these two are really good friends. They're best friends. So I think, would you have a little bit of element in you thinking, oh gosh, do I want my best friend to win this? But no, you're still going to try your hardest. It's healthy competition.
But it was a really, really strong race from both of those athletes to have such clear water between themselves and the rest of the field. And the race really was on for that bronze medal. That's what it was all about. The gold and silver were tied up. And it was Yang Jilai of China who took the silver. And it looked like Mariana Petrushova of Slovakia who finished in fourth there. So far we've had a gold for Alyssa Bull of Australia in the women's K1, and a gold for Jose Ramon Pelier Cordova of Cuba in the C1000 men's race, and the men's K1000 was won by Fernando Pimenta of Portugal. And you can just see the athletes getting ready there to get their boats weighed again. We've got some more exciting racing coming up later on as well. We have the confirmation of the times. Just over